Shane. What's happening, man? I'm glad you're having a good trip. Hey, from the picture that you sent me, it really looked like you had a pretty good handle on that F over C. Your picture looked really good. It's an F chord, but with a C in the bass. And so you put your ring finger on the C note and you put your pinky on the F, and then you can play. You have an option there. You can play the 4 inside strings. That's F over C. If you wanted to, you could include the first string and play all 5 strings. Not playing the big string there, just 5 strings. I'm recording this with my phone, so I know it gets confused about my speaking voice and the sound of my guitar, so sorry about the audio quality, but hopefully you can hear that. The tips that I will share with you is maybe try doing one note at a time, like arpeggiating the chord and removing your fingers like this. For some reason, when you do it like that for a few days, it seems to really help. But a lot of people do like this shape. A lot of people that really hate an F chord or traditional F chord, they find that this is a little easier. And what I've seen is that people that learn to do this F over C, eventually they get really good at the F chord as well. So other tips, you could work on half the chord at a time. So you could work on maybe just these 3 strings, and then work on these 3 strings. So I played strings 5, 4, and 3, and then strings 3, 2, and 1. 5, 4, and 3, 3, 2, and 1. I have to change the way I hold the guitar just a little bit to play the F chord. I bend my wrist a little bit, which is not what we teach people to do when we play guitar. We tell everybody, to keep your wrist down like that, and that's what you and I have been talking about. But honestly, when I play F, sometimes I get a little straighter wrist, and sometimes it feels like I'm sort of on the side of my finger there when I'm playing those 2 strings. And hey, if you can do that, you're almost ready for the big 6-string F, where you put your first finger across all the strings on the 1st fret, and it's taking care of this note on the big string, and it's also taking care of these 2 notes on strings 1 and 2, and then these fingers take care of the strings 5, 4, and 3. That's a move. Oh well, all this stuff is movable. This F over C. If you do a 5-string version, that's a movable shape. That's another thing you can do to help you with that. Try it on the 5th fret. So it'll be a lot easier. And if you put your capo on the 4th fret and then play it, that'll make it even easier. That lowers your strings a little bit. If you put your capo on 4, now my strings are just a little bit lower, my action's just a little bit lower, and everything is a little bit easier. So I hope some of those tips will help you. But again, when I looked at your picture, you sent me, I thought, wow, it looks like you got it. I mean, maybe it's just not sounding good to you, but your hand looks like it's in the right spot. So keep it up. Don't give up. This thing takes patience and takes time. You're doing it right, man. Have a great trip, and we'll see you soon.